through Christ which strengthened me. Tell your neighbor, your ship ain't gonna sink as long as Jesus is on board. Come on and say yes in the place. And the Bible said this, that when they got out there, that they took Jesus, even as he was, into the hinder part. Come on and say yes. And when he got to the hinder part, the Bible tell me, you read it, that Jesus went to sleep. And the dictionary says, and the thesaurus says, and other books says that he went for a 40 twinkling. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing. What is a 40 twinkling? Or in other words, a wink. It means he went to sleep and took a short nap. Tell your neighbor, sleep on it. Because weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Come on and say yes. The Bible tells me that while the master was down in the hinder part, that the wind and the water began to work hand in hand. And the waters, his assignment was to try and sink that ship. The wind's assignment was to try to overthrow the ship. But Jesus' assignment was to carry them over to the other side. Come on and lift your hands and say, Lord, carry me to the other side. I don't want to do it by myself, but I need God to carry me to the other side. And when God allow this storm to be over, I'm going to have a new testimony that I went through my storm and I thought I was going to turn over and the wind got heavy, but I decided to make it up in my mind that I'm going to hang on to God's unchanging hand. And if I hold on to God, I know that yonder comes Jesus. Come on and say yes. And I heard him in the midst of these storms. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, what you gonna do when the wind blows? What you gonna do in the midst of your storms? What are you gonna do? Stay there in the midst of your wind. Tell your neighbor, I'ma hang in there. I'ma ride out the waves. If I gotta have a jet ski, I'ma ride out the waves. If I'm on a sailboat, I'ma ride out the waves. Come on and say yes. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, hang on in there. When you can't do nothing, just do nothing. But hang in there. But somebody gotta go wake up Jesus and say, Jesus, I'm in a storm. I'm in a trial. I need you, Lord. It's a SOS, a 911. The winds are blowing, the breakers are dashing, the water's in. Come on and say yes. Lift your hands and say, Lord, speak of my storm. Say yes. Come on and say yes. He's all right. God is over this. Tell your neighbor, every now and then, I need the Lord to speak to my storm. Jesus was there, sleeping on a pillow in the midst of the storms. Sister Huntsman, while he was there, the Bible said, Sister Hind, that the ship, it was not that the waters just hit the ship, but the Bible said that the ship was now full. Y'all ain't saying that. It was full. It was full of water. If you don't believe that when a ship is full of water, ask everybody that was on the Titanic, because one man said that the Titanic was built so strong that God himself can't sink this ship, but he didn't realize I ain't got to touch the ship, but I got an iceberg I got an iceberg that's already set up. And if you keep driving in the wrong direction, that iceberg is going to damage the ship. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, don't drive, don't ride, don't go on a trip without Jesus. Come on and say yes. And they found out that a big old iceberg, that they didn't see it until it was too late. And somebody in here, the devil has an iceberg trying to sink your ship, but you better turn your ship into another direction. You better lift your hands and turn your praise up. You better lift your hands and turn your dance up. You better lift your hands and turn. David said, he turned my feet to his testimonies. Say yes. Lean on your neighbor and say, neighbor, he's going to turn this thing around. He's going to turn this storm around. He's going to turn this problem around. He's going to turn this sickness around. He's going to turn this job around. He's going to turn this family around. He's going to turn my finances, turn my mind. He's going to turn my praise. He's going to turn my dance. He's going to turn my outcome. Say yes. Come on and say yes. Come on and say yes. Tell your neighbor, your ship can't sink when the Lord is on board. The devil tried his best. He filled it up with water, tried to sink the ship, but the shipmaster of the sea was on that ship. Tell your neighbor, I'd have went under, I'd have drowned without a life jacket, but the master of the sea was on my ship. Say the reason Antoine was down there, the reason Baker, he was taking it easy, because he knew that it's impossible. Other boats might go down, but this ship cannot go down, because I'm on it. And that's why when you go through, God don't do nothing, because he realized I'm inside of them. They can't go down because I'm in them. The devil might have forgot, but I remember that I'm in them. Lamentation said, this I recall to my mind. Therefore have I hope is of the Lord's goodness, that we're not consumed. How great, say your name, oh great is his mercy. They're renewed, they're turning, they're renewed, they're changing, they're renewed, they're moving, they're renewed every morning. Say good morning Jesus. I got a new mercy. Good morning Jesus. Got a new outcome. Good morning Jesus. Got a new word. Got a new dance. Got a new shout. Good morning Jesus. I'm going over. Good morning. I got a wave. I got a running in my feet. I got joy. This joy that I have. The world didn't give it to me. The world didn't take it away. Grab your neighbor by the hand. Matter of fact, lock arms with your neighbor and say, neighbor, we can't go down because there's a praise on this ship. Tell them we can't go down because there's a dance on this ship. We can't go down. It's too many blessings, too much mercy, too much God that's on this ship, and I refuse. Come on, shake them. I refuse to go down. I refuse to give up. I refuse to drown. I refuse. If I got a dog paddle, if I got a backstroke, if I got to swim, if I got to go, if I got to float, 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 I'm going to the